Hey, you! This show's gonna be berries.
I have no idea what you just said. Hey everyone, I'm Josh.
And I'm Dex, the toughest private eye in the city.
In what city?
This city. Hey, you thinking about messing with me? Just don't take any wooden nickels there, friend.
Okay, I know what those words mean, but not when you say them like that.
Hey, you better know your onions and mind your potatoes.
Now you're just making things up. Sis, I'd love to join you on this 1920s bandwagon, but we have a show to do.
Nah, I'm Jake here. Just gotta wait around for a mystery to solve.
I thought you were Bex.
Nah, Jake means I'm cool, I'm relaxed. In fact, I'm gonna sink my teeth into a sinker with my cup of coffee.
Okay, well, it's my turn to reach into the bucket of slime anyway.
That's a good sinker.
Oh, all right. This week's letter is from Kevin. Hey, Josh and Becca. My mom won't let me watch shows with bad language or action movies because people hurt each other. But I don't think it matters that much. Why is that such a big deal?
A question about TV shows? Oh my goodness, have you seen the show Hawkshaw Harriet? It's about this detective from the 1920s who goes around.
Is that where all this is coming from?
Oh, what?
All of this.
Nah, I thought this was Nurse, even before old Harriet.
Oh, so you didn't just buy this outfit yesterday and you've always talked like this?
Now you're on the trolley.
But Kevin is asking about why he shouldn't watch certain TV shows. I don't think giving him another show to watch is gonna help.
But this show's the bee's knees. That reminds me, it's time for the next episode.
Okay, well, Kevin, I think...
The theme song is starting.
Okay, Kevin, I think that we need to find out what the Bible has to say, so we'll be right back. What does the Bible say? We will find out today. Hey, hey, hey. Hey everyone. Earlier, Kevin asked a question about why he shouldn't watch certain shows on TV. The quick answer is that we should all listen to our parents. But then that got me thinking, why? Like, why does it matter what we watch and what we listen to? Good point, me. What about when we become adults? Then can we just watch whatever we want? Should we just wait until then? Oh, sorry, everyone. Becca's been acting a little differently recently, and so I thought I'd just try to do the show by myself, but turns out it's a lot more tiring.
I'm here. Don't cast a kitten.
Okay. You know, you missed like the whole intro.
That's fine. It's not that big a deal.
Not a big deal?
Well, okay, don't be a warp.
A what?
You know, a flat tire. Come on, this show is so old hat. Harriet says never waste time on the small stuff.
Harriet told you that? Okay, well, I think I found something in the Bible that can tell us why it's important to be careful what we watch on TV.
Nah, tell it to Sweeney. It's just not as cool as solving mysteries.
Well, let's give it a try. One day, a ton of people had gathered around Jesus to hear him teach. They were all sitting around outside when Jesus walked up to a tree.
So I have to be the tree.
Shh, trees don't talk.
Ugh, tree noises.
Jesus said that a good tree produces good fruit, and a bad tree produces bad fruit.
Okay.
Does anyone walk up to a rose bush and say, these are lovely looking oranges? No. Do they go up to an apple tree and say, wow, these grapes are so big?
Okay, so what was Jesus' point?
Yeah, I guess the people were confused too, so Jesus went on. He said, a good man says good things. These come from the good that is stored up in his heart.
Okay, so like a tree can have good fruit, our words and actions can be good too. Good lesson, Josh. Now back to Hawkshaw Harriet.
Not so fast. Jesus wasn't done. He went on to say, an evil man says evil things. These come from the evil that is stored up in his heart. A person's mouth says everything that is in their heart.
So what does this have to do with trees?
I think Jesus is saying that our words are like fruit. They can be really good. or they can be really bad.
Ew. Hope that's not from my tree.
I think Jesus' point was that our words don't just come from our mouths, but from our hearts.
Oh, not like our actual beating hearts, but from inside us. Like how we think or feel.
Yeah, our words show people what our hearts are full of.
Josh?
Yes, Becca?
Do I still have to be a tree?
No, I guess not.
Great. So how do we make sure we fill our hearts with good things?
That's a good question. Can you think of anything that's filled up your heart recently?
Nothing comes to mind.
Maybe something that's caused you to change the way you act, the way you talk, the way you dress, and basically everything about yourself?
Not picking up what you're laying down there.
Maybe a show?
Oh, wow. That show affected me more than I thought. I wonder why that is.
We'll have to think about that, because I've got an idea that's the cat's pajamas.
Ah. Okay, I think I've got it. Jesus is saying that water, dirt, and sunlight go into trees and comes out as fruit. So what we watch and listen to goes into our hearts and comes out as words?
Yeah, I think that's spot on.
But I don't think Hawkshaw Harriet really changed that much about me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I dressed differently, and I used fun catchphrases that Harriet uses.
Yeah, that was interesting. But I don't think that you acting like you were from the 1920s was all bad. However, you did kind of act like Harriet.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, Harriet's not that nice.
What? She's nice. I mean, she can be. She just... Oh, I told you our show didn't matter, didn't I? Wow. I changed how I looked, how I talked, and I was even mean to you all because of that show. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you, Becca. I've done it too. Remember when we first switched schools?
Yeah, you had like 80 friends in the first week.
Yeah, but I also changed myself to fit in with all of them. I changed the way I acted and how I talked. I even dressed like them. The point is, the things we listen to and watch fill up our hearts. I actually found a pretty neat example of how this works. These empty cups are our hearts.
What's with the colored water?
Those are the things that try to get into our hearts.
Like what we watch or listen to?
Yeah. So some of those are good things, like when our teachers teach us things, or when someone encourages us. Some of those aren't so good though, like when we listen to mean language, or when we watch someone be mean or hurtful. When we watch movies and listen to music, or hang out with our friends, or even go to church, all those things try to fill up our hearts. Over time, we may not even notice it's happening. Now, we wait. Ta-da!
Whoa, so the water moved up the paper towel and into the cup next to it. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it reminds me that over time, the things we watch and listen to will fill up our hearts. Like when we spend all this time with our friends, we start to talk like them.
Or when you listen to a song so much you can't get it out of your head. So was Jesus saying we shouldn't watch or listen to anything at all?
No, I don't think so. Jesus said that our hearts should be full of things that are good. That way, the things that come out of our mouth will also be good. So we can watch movies and listen to music, and we should definitely have friends, but we just need to be careful.
Yeah, I learned that it's easy to get carried away with what fills our hearts. I think I've got the point. What I put in my heart impacts my relationships. Like how I talked differently or treated you differently because of that show. The things we let fill our hearts change the way we live.
Right. And those things aren't always bad, but it's important to choose what fills us up. Like, we can choose to have God fill us up first by reading the Bible and learning about Him at church and talking to Him.
And that's so important. It's also what our big question is about too. Kevin asked why his mom doesn't let him watch certain shows. Well, Kevin, I think your mom wants your heart to be filled with what's good.
Speaking of which, we've got a game coming up where we're gonna fill our stomachs with some of the strangest candies in the world.
That's exciting? I guess we'll find out.
It's time for What in the World Does This Candy Taste Like?
We'll be tasting some of the strangest candies in the world. Now, each candy has its own flavor. It just may not be a flavor you'd expect candy to have.
The flavors are all written on these little flags, and when we think we know what the flavor is, we pick it up, and if we get it right, we get a point.
Some of these flags are making me a bit nervous, but let's go.
All right.
First one, it's green, which influences my opinion already.
I think it bodes well.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I have my vote.
I do not.
Now it tastes different,
Oh,
but I think I'm
yeah.
still gonna go with this
Oh,
one.
I think I know what it is.
We think it's pickle.
Hooray!
Yeah, high five. It's a weird jelly bean flavor.
Yeah, it took me a while to get past the jelly bean part.
Because it still is sweet and sugary.
Yep.
It's like a sweet pickle.
All right, number 2. Roly-poly thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, cheers.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay, I think I know what that is.
Oh wait, I thought I knew. It's not a pleasant
So
taste.
many things happening.
There's a lot happening. I feel like
This is
I'm
my
Willy
vote.
Wonka.
I got my vote.
I think I have the same vote together.
All right. It's a Thanksgiving meal.
No, it's not.
It's not.
All right, on to our next candy slash soda.
Sparkly.
I'm not repulsed.
Nope.
First sip.
Nope. It's not bad.
I think I have a guess based on what is left on this table.
Right, yeah, based on these options, I think I have a guess too.
Okay, I'm gonna guess this one.
I'm with you on that.
All right, we guess marshmallow.
Ah, yes! Once again.
I was kind of like, well, everything else is kind of savory.
I don't mind this at all.
Next up, we have something that looks like a candy cane, but orange and yellow.
It's a J.
I can't smell anything.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
It gets worse.
oh yeah. It gets not pleasant. I have a guess. Why would you make that into a candy cane?
I don't have a guess yet.
It's got a like sweet initial flavor, and then the rest hits you.
Oh, okay, I think I know. This is my vote.
Me too.
You too? Oh, wow. It's like we're related.
Haha.
Salsa.
What? It tastes very oniony, which is why I thought salsa.
Yes, I got the onion too.
What variety of candy is this?
The soda variety.
Cheers. The smell is not pleasant.
No. Ah!
It's again this like sweetness masking something not pleasant.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh boy.
I think I have a guess. Also helped by the color in my opinion.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
That one.
We think this is grass soda.
Freshly mowed lawn. Yes!
Nailed it.
Bumps. Next up, we have this fluffy thing.
It does not smell good. I will say, we still gotta eat it.
Gotta eat it.
Look at that, just falls right apart like a
Oh,
cotton ball.
I know what it is.
You know what this is?
I know what that is.
Oh. Yep. I get a lot of buttery sensation, which is weird. Okay. You just want to keep eating it. Yep.
Pancakes and syrup.
Okay, probably the best flavor the cotton candy could have been based on what's left on the table.
Great.
Would not have loved some squid cotton candy. Well, 4 out of 6 isn't so bad.
Yeah, and we work together. But I don't think I want to fill my stomach with any of those things again.
I agree. Like we learned earlier, I should be careful about what I put into my heart, too. If there's something I'm watching that has bad language or people are doing things I know are wrong, I should probably reconsider watching it.
Yep. It's up to us to choose what fills our hearts. You know, those jelly beans weren't that bad.
I bet I could throw it in your mouth from here.
Oh, I'm in.
Ready?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah! Pickle!